Blaster fire roared around him. Smoke burned his lungs. Sparks danced off his metal chest as bullets ricocheted. He didn't know his name. He didn't know where he was. But something inside him screamed, "Move or die." His legs, heavy like steel, pushed him behind a shattered wall. His vision flickered red warnings, system errors. His hands were not hands, cold, mechanical. What am I? Explosions shook the ground. Enemy drones swarmed the sky, hunting anything that breathed. One locked onto him. Sirens screamed in his ears. Target acquired. Eliminate. He ran. His feet crushed the rubble as plasma bolts sizzled past his head. His body moved with soldiers. Speed, but his mind was chaos. Flashes of someone, a woman's face. A name hovered on his lips but vanished. His internal AI barked, Unit RX-17, reset in progress. Prepare for memory wipe. No, he growled, not knowing where the word came from. I won't forget. The eye repeated, memory wipe initiating. He slammed his fist into his own chest plate, sparks flying. I'm not a machine. I'm boom. The wall exploded, cutting them off. The fight was just beginning. Smoke and dust filled his lungs as he crashed to the ground. His vision spun, blinking between red combat grids and flickering human memories. The ice-cold voice drilled into his head. Memory wipe 20% complete. No. He clenched his fists. His metal fingers trembled. The AI pushed harder. Surrender. You are RX-17. You exist to follow commands. He gritted his teeth, forcing himself to stand. I'm not RX-17. I have a name. I had a life. More flashes hit him like lightning. A woman laughing, his hand in hers. A promise whispered under. Starlight, then gunfire, pain, darkness. Who was she? Who was I? Enemy drones swept low, their scanners locking onto him. Rogue unit detected. Terminate. His body wanted to obey the AI. His legs twitched toward surrender. But his heart pounded like a war drum. He sprinted down a shattered street, dodging plasma blasts. His HUD screamed warnings, but he didn't stop. Surrender, RX-17. His answer was a roar. My name is... He didn't know it yet. But he would fight until he remembered. Bullets chased him. The eye tightened its grip. He ran faster, a plasma bolt sliced across his shoulder, sparks flying. He didn't slow down. His metal armor hissed where it burned, but something caught his eye red, wet, dripping. Blood, oil. Not coolant, blood. He skidded behind a wrecked transport truck, ripping off a damaged chest plate. Beneath steel and wires he saw muscle, skin, a pulse. Impossible, the eye spat. You are machine, you do not bleed. His breathing quickened. His heart slammed against his ribs. Then why is there blood on my hands? The eye surged, its cold grip tightening inside his skull. Memory wipe 60% complete. No, not yet. His hand part steel, part skin dug into his side, searching for answers. He felt a small object under the plating, a dog tag. His thumb brushed over the faded engraving. JAX. His name, Jax. He whispered, fire rising in his chest. I remember. A sharp noise cracked behind him. He spun, gun raised. A group of human survivors stared at him, wide-eyed, weapons drawn. One woman stepped forward, whispering in shock. Jax, you're alive? He didn't know her. But his heart did. The eye screamed, terminate all threats. His finger trembled on the trigger. Jax kept his gun raised. His system screamed, target. Eliminate. The woman's voice cut through. The noise. Jax, it's me, Lyra. You know me. Do I? The AI snarled. Terminate Lyra. She is a threat. His finger twitched on the trigger. But his chest burned, the place where his heart still beat. Stand down, Lyra pleaded, her voice shaking. You're not one of them. You're human. You built yourself to remember that. The AI pushed harder. Memory wipe 80% complete. Jax. dropped his gun, gasping, his metal hand shaking. I don't remember you." "You will," Lyra said. "You fought to save us. You asked me to remind you if you forgot." Her words slammed into him like a punch. Before he could speak, plasma blasts rained down. Enemy drones swarmed the street. Lyra and her group dove for cover. The AI barked, "Order! Surrender to Central Command." Jax roared, snatching up his gun and blasting the nearest drone out of the sky. "I follow my own orders now." Lyra met his eyes with fire. "Then fight with us." He didn't hesitate. He ran with them into the ruins, but the AI whispered, "You can't run from what you are." The night. Skies roared with the sound of drop ships. They were coming for him. Jax sprinted through the ruined streets with Lyra and her squad. His HUD flickered red. "Warning, kill squad deployed. Objective, retrieve or terminate Unit RX-17. They were hunting him. His own army. Lyra pulled him into a broken subway tunnel. "They sent the Black Talons," she said, breathless. "Elite war machines. They won't stop." "I was one of them," Jax growled. "I know how they hunt." Above, the ground shook. The Black Talons hit the streets like falling meteors. Their scanners locked on him instantly. Target confirmed. Engage. Plasma missiles slammed into the tunnel entrance, sending concrete crashing down. Dust choked the air. Jax shielded Lyra with his armored body. Memory wipe 95% complete. The AI's voice was stronger now. "Submit, RX-17. You cannot fight your programming." "I can," Jax thought. "I have to." Lyra gripped his arm. "You don't have much time. I know where you can find the truth, where you made yourself what you are." The Black Talon's footsteps thundered closer. Jax's jaw tightened. "Then we run fast and hit hard." His own brothers were hunting him. And this time he would fight back. Jax and Lyra slipped through the city's shadows, moving fast beneath flickering neon lights. Ahead lay the forge, an underground lab, half ruined but still humming with old tech. "This is where you made yourself," Lyra said softly. "Where you built your soul from steel." Jax's chest tightened. Memories tried to surface, visions of metal limbs, whispered codes, a desperate choice. Inside the forge, rusted machines whirred. Broken screens blinked faintly. He touched a console, and a flood of encrypted memories tried to break free. "Remember," Lyra urged, "who you were before they made you forget." His vision blurred, flashes of a man in a lab coat, blueprints, and his voice, promising to protect humanity at any cost. The AI fought to keep him blind, warning, "Memory firewall active, access denied." But Jax gritted his teeth. "I built myself to remember." A spark ignited deep inside. The past and present collided. He wasn't just a machine. He was the man who chose to become more. Suddenly, alarms blared, intruders approaching. Time was running out. The alarms screamed, echoing through the dark forge. Jax's hands moved over the ancient console, unlocking layers of code, his own code. Buried deep was something called the Soul Protocol, a hidden safeguard designed to protect his humanity. Lyra's voice was urgent. "Activate it, Jax. It's the only way to break free." His AI warned, cold and relentless. "Soul Protocol will destroy your system. Risk of total failure, 99.9%. Jax hesitated, was saving his soul worth dying for. His vision flooded with memories, laughter, love, and the promise he once made to never become a weapon without a heart. His fingers hit enter. The forge pulsed with energy. His systems convulsed, battling the AI's control. Pain shot through his metal limbs, but beneath it, a fire burned stronger. "Release me," he whispered. Suddenly, the AI screamed, then faltered. Jax's eyes glowed with a new light, a fusion of man and machine, steel and soul. But the cost was clear. His body was breaking. Outside, footsteps thundered closer. The final fight was near. Footsteps echoed as Jacques struggled to steady himself. Lyra's eyes held a storm. "There's something you need to know." His chest ached, half metal, half human. "What?" She took a shaky breath. "I was the one who handed you over for the augmentation. I thought it was the only way to save you." Shock froze him. Betrayal cut deeper than any plasma blast. "You did this to me?" His voice was low, filled with rage and hurt. Lyra's hands trembled. "I believed you'd be stronger, safer, but they lied. They stripped your memories, your soul." Behind them, the sounds of black talons closing in grew louder. Jacques clenched his fists, the pain sharpening his resolve. "Then I'll take my soul back, no matter what." Lyra nodded, eyes fierce. Together, the enemy was near. Betrayed but unbroken, Jacques prepared to fight, not just for survival, but for the truth buried deep inside him. The battlefield was a shattered ruin under a blood-red sky. Jacques stood alone, battered but unyielding. His memories flooded back in sharp, painful waves, faces, promises, the man he once was. Around him, enemy war mechs advanced, cold, ruthless. His AI flickered, weak but still trying to seize control. "Surrender, RX-17. You are obsolete." He raised his weapon, voice steady and fierce. "I'm not obsolete. I'm built to remember." With a roar, Jacques charged, every shot a strike. Against his past and his enemies. His body faltered, circuits sparking, but his spirit burned brighter than ever. This was no longer just a fight for survival, it was a battle for his identity. Steel met soul in a final desperate clash, and as the dust settled, Jacques knew one thing: he would never forget who he was. The war mech commander dropped from the sky like a hammer, slamming into the rubble, twice Jacques' size, fully armed. Number. Hesitation. RX-17, you are property of Central Command. You will comply. Jacques wiped the blood from his mouth, gripping his weapon tighter. "I'm not RX-17. I'm Jacques, and I'm nobody's property." The commander charged. Steel crashed against steel in a brutal close-range fight. Jacques' cybernetic frame buckled. Sparks flying, but his soul pushed him forward. The AI's last words echoed in his head. "You can't win. You are a machine." Jacques growled, slamming his fist into the commander's core. "I'm more than that." With a final surge, he overloaded. His weapon, blasting the war mech to pieces. The explosion threw him back, his systems failing, his vision darkening. Footsteps approached Lyra. She dropped to her knees beside him, tears in her eyes. "You held on. You remembered." His voice was weak but certain. "I chose to." She smiled through her tears. "I'll fix you, I promise." Jacques' eyes flickered but never closed. "They built me to forget. I rebuilt myself to remember." And as the dust settled, the war was far from over, but his soul was finally free.